A few weeks ago, Simple Flying wrote an article about how COVID-19 wouldn't be doing any favours for the development of commercial supersonic air travel. With subsonic or normal commercial air travel anticipated to take about 3 to 5 years to recover, we need to ask ourselves, will supersonic flight be able to make a comeback in these difficult times? It's hard to believe that the Concorde started operating over half a century ago. Of course, 3 years after the catastrophic and fatal 2000 Air France crash, the type was retired. Both Air France and British Airways made the announcement on April 10, 2003, with final flights for British Airways and Air France taking place on October 24th and June 27th of that year, respectively. With both airlines blaming the retirement on low passenger numbers and rising maintenance costs, we haven't seen supersonic commercial air travel since. The process to get a supersonic aircraft to commercial production is a long road that has yet to be fully travelled post-Concorde. At least 2 American companies, Boom and Ariane, are currently developing a supersonic commercial passenger aircraft, but neither have a fully functional aircraft just yet. Reports over the past year had pegged Boom to have its aircraft flying by 2023. However, its website most recently pushed this back to a vague mid-2020s estimate. Ariane's business jet is scheduled to begin flight testing in 2024. The Boom Overture is in the early design stages and we're targeting the mid-2020s for flight testing. We're working on an aggressive timeline to bring the aircraft to market. Boom Supersonic. Of course, 2020 and the devastation of COVID-19 has changed much about the world of commercial aviation. Would the development of these jets be delayed as a result? There are a few factors that we think will impact the demand for supersonic travel. Here's what we're taking into consideration. With the ever-increasing comfort of long-haul business class travel and the fact that many long-haul flights going west to east are overnight, one has to ask, what's the rush? Many business passengers should be able to sleep comfortably through the night on a conventional red-eye. Before and after sleep, passengers are served excellent meals and are well taken care of. Mitigating the need to rush is the fact that a lot of work can be done on board aircraft these days, thanks to the growth of in-flight Wi-Fi services. Therefore, even if a subsonic journey takes longer, you can still be connected to the office nearly the entire time. Due to COVID-19 and lockdown measures around the world, many people have found innovative ways to work from home. Much of this has relied on video conferencing technology and leaves us wondering how much of an impact it'll have on long-haul business travel, both subsonic and supersonic. On one hand, video conferencing covers the basics of a business meeting, communicating via audio and video in real time. However, there is certainly something to be said for a face-to-face in-person meeting, which may also allow for out-of-office socializing time. While both Boom and Ariane insist that the cost of supersonic flight will be brought down to a level similar to an international business class ticket, the factors mentioned above may still work against the demand and need for supersonic travel. However, there will always be those who need to set themselves apart, aiming to travel differently from everyone else. We think that these will be the future passengers flying supersonic. But the question is, will there be enough of these travellers? Do you think supersonic travel will make a comeback? Or has increased subsonic luxury, video conferencing and in-flight Wi-Fi eroded much of the need? Let us know in the comments. If you like this video, please like and subscribe to the Simple Flying channel and be sure to click the notification bell.